Hi everybody, this is Crystal. So today I'm going to show you how to make this hat here. See the texture on it? This could be for a man or a woman. It could be a unisex hat. So I think would work for either sex. So if it's probably not like a really beginner tutorial, because you really need to know how to do post stitches, and you need to really watch where they go, because it can get kind of confusing, but as long as you're familiar with post stitches, you'll be able to do it. So let's go ahead and get started on it. Okay, for this project, I'm using a Red Heart with Love metallic. It is medium weight number 4. It's almost a 100% acrylic. The 1% is a little streamer, shiny flecks that are in it. And there's 200 yards in this skein, and one will be enough to make one hat. Now you do not have to use this yarn. Any medium 4 will work. The color I'm using is called taupe, and then I'm going to be using a size J, which is a 6mm crochet hook. Okay, and I just want to take a second to ask you not to forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you look in the description box of this video or any of my videos, you'll see a link that you can click, and you'll be auto-subscribed, and that way you'll never miss any of my videos or any of my updates. Okay, we want to start off with a long chain of 60. Now once you get your chain of 60 made, we want to follow it down without twisting our chain and slip stitch into the first stitch to form one big ring. That. And we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to go right back into that same spot that we just slip stitched into and single crochet. Now what we're going to do is work 1 single crochet in every stitch all the way around our ring. Just like that. So 1 single all the way around until you get back to your starting point. Okay, I'm coming to the end of round 1, and you should have 60 stitches now. And you want to go ahead and end round 1 by slip stitching into your first single crochet that you made. Not this chain one that's over here, but the first single crochet. Like that. So now what we're going to do is chain 3, which is going to count as a double crochet. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to work 1 double crochet in every stitch all the way around. Just like that. 1 double in every stitch until you get back to the beginning. Okay, I have made it to the end of round 2, and you still should have 60 stitches, and that is including that chain 3. So go ahead and end by a slip stitching into that beginning chain 3. Row 3, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to go right back into that first stitch and single crochet. And then we're going to put 1 single crochet in the top of every stitch all the way around. 1 single. So just like that. One single all the way around, back to the beginning. Okay, I'm coming to the end of round 3. And you want to go ahead and end with a slip stitch into your first single crochet, and you should still have 60 stitches. Now what we're going to do is chain 3, which is going to count as a double crochet. Now we're going to do a front post triple crochet around the post of the next double crochet down here. So here's the chain 3 that from before. We want to do a front post triple around the next stitch. So this one right here. So we're going to yarn over twice like we're going to do a triple. Go right around the post of it all the way down, past that single crochet row and around the double here, and do a front post triple crochet. And now we're going to put 1 double crochet into the top of the next stitch. Just a regular double crochet right into the top of it. Okay, and we're going to do that again. So we're going to yarn over twice, and we're going to front post triple around the post of the next stitch. So it's not this one here. Go around it like that, and then do your triple crochet. 1 double crochet into the top of the next stitch. Front post triple crochet around the post of the next stitch. Double crochet into the top of the next stitch. And front post triple around the post of the next stitch. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. Double crochet into the top of the next. Front post triple around the post of the next, way down here, down the post of this double crochet down here. So it's making some big long post stitches because we're going all the way down. Double crochet into the top of the next, and front post around the post of the next, way down here, this double crochet. Now I'm going to repeat this pattern all the way around, back to the beginning. Okay, I have made it to the end of round 4. Your last stitch should have been a front post triple. Go ahead and end with the slip stitch into your beginning chain 3, and you should still have 60 stitches. So for round 5, we're going to chain 1. We're going to go right back into the same stitch and single crochet. And now it's 1 single crochet in every stitch all the way around. Just like that. Okay, I've come to the end of round 5, 60 stitches still, and with the slip stitch into your first single crochet. Round 6, we're going to start off with a chain of 1. Now I'm going to do a front post triple around this chain 3 down here from 2 rows back. So I'm going to yarn over twice, go right around it, and triple crochet. Might be a little hard because it's that first one, but there you go. Now we're going to put 1 double crochet into the top of the next stitch. And then we're going to do a front post triple in this double crochet here from the previous row, or 2 rows before. So yarn over twice, go right around, front post triple, 1 regular double crochet into the top of the next, and then front post triple around the post of the next stitch from the row 2 rows down, just kind of like we did before, but it's just now they're kind of opposite, if you see what I mean. Double crochet into the next, front post triple around the post of the next from 2 rows down here, double in the next, and front post triple all the way down here. Double on the top of the next, and front post triple around the post of this one down here. And we're just going to repeat this pattern all the way around till we get back to the beginning. And as you can see, that's the design that we're wanting to make there. The posts are just kind of catty cornered there. So I'm just going to go ahead and repeat that all the way around back to the beginning. Okay, I've come on to the end of round 6. Your last stitch should have been a double crochet this time. And now we're going to go ahead and end with a slip stitch into the top of this first front post triple crochet. 60 stitches. Now what we want to do is repeat rows 3 through 6. That's a repeat. We just need to keep repeating those 4 rows, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So for row 7, just repeating round 7 is repeating round 3, so that's just a single crochet round, chain 1, single crochet back into the same stitch, 1 single crochet in every stitch around. You'll always have 60 stitches at the end of every round, no matter what round you're on. Just like that. And then round 8 will be a repeat of round 4. So if you can see, all we're doing is kind of catty quartering those front post triple crochets. And there's always a row of single crochet in between them. So just keep repeating rounds 3 through 6. Okay, I went ahead and done a total of 19 rounds. So that's starting with the very first one up. And the 19th round should have been a single crochet round. So what we're going to do now is tie it off and gather it at the top. If it looks a little short, that's fine. I'm going to add a little bit of a more at the bottom here. So you want to tie off. I went ahead and ended with the slip stitch there, just like normal. Go ahead and tie off, but leave a long tail here, a few feet. Pull it through here. Okay, now you want to take your yarn needle, load up your yarn, and now we're just going to kind of gather the top up. I always just go over and under the stitches. So every other stitch usually. So I'll skip this one and then go back through this one. You can do every stitch if you want. It's probably not going to be that big of a deal, but skip that one and go back through the other side on this one. I hope I cut off enough yarn. And you just want to do this. See, I went through that one all the way around until you get back to your starting point. Okay, once you went all the way around it, what you want to do is just take it and kind of slowly pull it shut. Don't pull too hard or you break your yarn. I tend to do that sometimes. I guess I just don't know my own strength. I'm like Superwoman. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But I do break my yarn sometimes here doing this. So just kind of do it easy to where it closes up like that. And then all we do is kind of sew our tail in. So while you're kind of holding this tight here, I just take my tail and just kind of go right around, sewing it back, sewing it up with the tail also. There might be a bit of a hole there. We're just going to sew it up at the top here. See my hole kind of there? That's fine. As we sew it, it'll close up. I just kind of work around as I'm sewing it up, pulling it tight, and it just closes that up. Oops. And you just do this, your hole's closed up until you feel like your tail's sewn in good enough. I'm probably doing it excessively, but you gotta make sure. Don't want to be wearing this and then it pop open on me. That's probably good enough. I'll go one more time for good measure. There we go. And then you just clip off your tail. So that's what it's kind of looking like now. So now we're going to go, I'm going to go to the bottom down here and start my yarn in any stitch. I'm just going to kind of start it towards here where we started earlier. Just go ahead and start your yarn in any stitch. And I'm just going to do some rows of single crochet now, or some rounds. So I'm going to chain one. I'm going to go back into that same stitch and single crochet. And now I'm going to work one single crochet in every stitch all the way around, back to my starting point. Okay, once you make it back around, you should have 60 stitches. Now I'm going to use a stitch marker and put it right here, because I'm going to work in a continual round now. So I'm going to jump over here to my first single crochet and single crochet into it. And I'm going to do another round of single crochet. And you can do as many rounds as you want here. If you try the hat on and you feel like it fits okay, you know, you don't have to do any more rows of single crochet. If you want it longer, you know, you can do as many as you want. I like my hats to be kind of lower on my head. So I'm going to go ahead and work around again, one single crochet in every stitch. Okay, I've made it around again. And I'm going to go ahead to my stitch marker. I'm going to move my stitch marker up. This will be that was my second row of single crochet on the brim here. And I have 60 stitches still, so now I'm going to work a third. One single crochet in every stitch. All the way around till you get back to your stitch marker. Okay, I've made it around again. I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for the brim of my hat. If you want to do more, you can. I mean, that's up to you, however long you want your hat. But I made it to my stitch marker. I'm going to go ahead and pull that out, and I'm going to end by slip stitching into that next stitch. And then I'm going to flip this and hide any remaining tails that I have. Okay, that's it, all done. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out all my other tutorials too. I have hundreds of them. I'm sure there's something there that you like, maybe you want to make. And also don't forget to check me out on Facebook. I'll put a link below to all that stuff in the description box. And until next time, have a good day.